repetición de 40 minutos.
Okay, perfect. Well, until now, Thursday, and then Friday, and on the next week, we are having practices of the test of the TOEFL.
Okay.
Today is normal. We are gonna check the lectures, areas, and write something little.
Okay.
And on the next week, we are checking questions and to you be prepared for the TOEFL and questions times. I'm gonna check the time.
Okay.
Only a minute or even only seconds. So this class will be the last one to be normal.
Okay.
Values and stuff. So, first of all, I want you to tell me how are you of this long weekend, this week. How are you?
I finished an interview, work. I don't have the words to describe,
Alright.
but we do a practice and report of practice, and the doctor and Amparo tell us we need to present to do a presentation about the report, and she did some questions about the report, the practice, and everything. And we need to respond or how do you say justificar?
And justify.
And justify the answers about the questions and the pictures, the graphics, everything. I finished my presentation one and a half, and I take my breakfast. I still drink my soda.
Best
Yeah,
breakfast.
yeah.
Soda and cigarettes.
Yeah, no. I eat a torta. A torta with Coca-Cola. yeah, zero Coca-Cola because
I'm diet.
because diet. Yeah.
You, Pablo, how are you?
Uh,
Tell me about you. What did you do on this weekend? Now, on
Not
the
today.
week?
I have the one presentation with the same doctor, Carlos, and so I had a problem because my presentation finished in after 11 o'clock.
11?
11 o'clock, and I had a class at 12 o'clock.
Alright, was it today?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
So and the time that I travel from my house to this university is 1 hour and half hour.
Alright.
So I had to run to take the bus, but I lost it. So I had to run to another bus stop. And I only have 12 minutes of the class.
12 minutes. Oh my god. Very busy day, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we are going to start with the lecture.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you.
Do you have
I don't know You are notice because
For tomorrow? Yeah. So until the end of this class, I'm gonna check with you
Okay.
how we're gonna have the class, or if we lose class.
We have another place to take the class.
I don't think so. Online?
I don't know. All the building gonna be closed.
I will check. 'Cause
Okay.
I am not really sure about it.
Okay, panatas.
You know that in library,
Library.
had special lectures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, but we need to
Great.
We're gonna book, apartarlo.
Yo creo que sí.
Yeah. It's
I
for
will check.
tomorrow. We don't have time to
Yeah.
to do the
It's
the
for
papers.
Sure. We can have the class another day.
Okay, the next week.
Yes, for me it's good.
Thursday,
Yes.
Tuesday,
Monday, Thursday. Thursday.
Monday we can't
We can
because we have classes
from
from 11 to 5, 11 to
Oh my God.
7. And
No.
I
Forget it.
yeah, it's
Tuesday.
Thursday or Tuesday.
Yes, for me as well.
Okay.
Yes, I can Thursday, Wednesday. After
Wednesday?
After 2 o'clock.
After 2 o'clock. Like today.
Yes, for example. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, do you agree?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Alright, let's check the lecture.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do a different thing, and I will give you questions about the lecture, and you will discuss among you the topics, a question that I will give you. So first of all, rate.
Okay.
Do you agree if you have 10 minutes? 15.
Is climatic impacts on ecosystems?
Exactly. 15 minutes you have.
Okay. The beach and the cave points. Right.
What?
The page, the website, and the cave.
Alright. So it's better for you.
Okay.
That's why I said
Save
that it
my
was
time.
a different thing. I'm going to give you questions.
Okay. It's for saving my time.
Decía porque los días no tengo lentes.
Oh my god.
Okay. It was so funny.
And because we're in the stages of Halloween, music to concentrate.
Mozart or electric.
Yeah. Mozart?
No, that's right, that's right.
I have my glasses too. I couldn't see anything.
It was a good joke. You are hilarious. Hilarious.
Terminas de entender.
for you.
Right, perfect. You get it?
Yes. No te aceptó. Extinction breaks, or in which paragraph we have to finish all the website?
Yeah.
Okay, I need some minutes, a few minutes.
All right. 10 minutes more.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sending you a questionnaire.
Okay.
Read it.
Okay.
And for each question, you have a minute. I have my chronometer. And you will answer the question in only 1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute for a question.
Per question.
Okay. We need to write all the question and the answers, or just the answers?
Just the answers. If
Okay.
you have the chance to do it on your phone, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1. Please, could you read it, Pedro?
What is one way that warming climate affects spices?
All right.
Okay.
Answer it.
Mm,
Oh, and your
okay. Okay. Okay.
I think is letter B.
you done read it?
Ah, no. Oh, okay. You're right.
Only write the answer, please.
He called. Give us. Called. Worse.
All right, perfect. Next one.
Okay. Yeah.
Carlos, the next one.
Okay. How does sea level rise affects freshwater ecosystems?
Okay, perfect. Answer. Perfect.
What are human stressors? How do they interact with climate change?
Perfect. Answer. Perfect. Now, and number 4. Give an example of how climate change can worsen the impact of human activities. A minute.
What loaded means?
What?
Loaded means. What load means?
Carga inicial. Perfect. Now, of the question to the question 5 until the 10th one, you have only 30 seconds.
Okay.
Perfect. And now. Perfect. Next question. Question number 6.
I finish.
You finished?
Yeah.
Everything? Okay, perfect. You? Okay, perfect. Yeah, right. You're done? Okay. You have a minute. Yeah? Sure. Perfect. Now, Pedro, could you please read the first one with your answer?
Okay, yes. For the first, what is one way warming climate affect space? I select the letter B. I think is they migrate are higher latitudes or elevations.
Perfect. Perfect. So please.
Sea level rise affects freshwater ecosystems. Letter swim says water intrusions force cave species to recollect or die.
Do you agree with him?
Yes, I select the same.
Perfect. Number 3 or something?
What are humans stressors and how do they interact with climate change? Letter A, human stressors like development of can worsen the effect of climate change.
Okay, do you agree?
Yes, I
Yeah.
select the same.
Number 4?
Give an example of how climate change can worsen the impact of human activities. I don't. Okay, yes. I think it's the letter C. It's reduce the effects of the human stressors, but I am very sure of this answer.
Okay. Do you agree with him?
I write the letter B.
Letter B. Okay, perfect. And number 5, how might climate change make recently locked forest areas more vulnerable? And letter A, by causing strong storms and increased erosion. Letter B, by helping plants grow back faster. Or letter C, it has no effect on locked areas. What do you say?
I read the letter A.
A?
Yes.
Perfect.
What was the correct option of the last?
I will see.
Okay.
I will say.
Wait.
Take it easy, man. And now, number 6, please.
What effects does climate or sea ice
Sea ice.
have on Arctic alga?
Alga, yeah, sure.
Letter B. It causes and declines in ice alga abundance.
Who's welcome? Number 7, please.
What role do zooplankton play in the Arctic food chain?
A, B, or C?
A.
A. Yeah. What do you say?
I think it's the letter B because say that the predators are the seals, but I don't know. Say the same of the letter A.
A. What do you say?
A.
A. And number 8.
Okay, how does the decline in the Arctic cause the effect? Polar bears. If the Arctic
Bears.
kills the bears.
Birds.
Birds.
Bears.
Beers, sorry.
Beers
This is
is
the thing I'm going to do
Pierce is
No
a...
tengo sed.
Thirsty.
Sí te creo, sí te creo, Pedro. Sí te creo.
Okay, perfect.
Is disrupts the food chain by reducing seal population and primary food source for polar bears. It increases the number of seals. I think it's the letter A.
A. Do you agree with him?
I write letter B.
B.
Yeah,
B.
B.
And number 9, please.
Which
Species.
species is critical to the diet of polar bears?
Bears.
Bears. Bears. And letter. Option B.
Option D. Do you agree with him? Yes. No.
Yes.
Okay. Now, number 10, please.
How does climate change affect ice and land? Option A. It reduces sea ice, which leads to a decline in ice and land abundance.
Okay. Do you agree with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now I will give you the answers.
Okay.
You bring the check.
Okay.
Now I'm going to do it. Okay. Number 1, letter B. Number 2, letter C. Number 3, letter A. Number 4, letter D. Number 5, letter A. Number 6, letter B. Number 7, letter A. Number 8, letter B. Number 9, letter B. And number 10, letter A. Yes. How many corrects do you have?
All the answers.
All the answers. Perfect.
8.
8. Perfect.
9.
9. Perfect. You see, you're really better than
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
To have only 3, 5 words down. Now you have everything really good. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Now, answer this question. To the base of this lecture, what do you think is a better way to have a climate environment healthy?
We need to create new laws about the pollution, contamination, and do more statistics with the factories
Yeah.
about the pollution in the air, or the trash.
Sorry? Yeah.
And we need to be less great about the things, or the always buy the new things and consume a lot of things, because we produce more than we use.
Okay.
It's my
Yeah.
my opinion. And the paragraphs tell us about the effects of the climatic change. The waters become more hot. It's warm, more hot, yeah, hotter, yeah, hotter, and the animals and the plants need another place to live. I think that it's for laws and be more strict with the pollution, factories, and we can be more careful for the buy things that we don't need.
Yeah, sure. So you say the principal problem could be the laws.
The laws.
Yes.
Yeah, the corruption laws, the consent, the people that buy, for example, a new cell phone, smartphone.
Smart.
When the smartphones works
Words.
and work
Word. Okay.
works
Right.
okay works well. I think all have a point in this discussion. The government, the factories, and the general population.
Sure. What do you say, Osvaldo?
Do you agree with him? Do you think another should think?
Well, in my opinion,
Yes.
I believe that the main problem is the thinking of, in general, in the part of the people, because we have things that we don't need, so we try to get until we don't matter the cost.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in the clothes, it's a big problem because we think that we should have update with the clothes and we decide let the old clothes and it's a example. Another example could be the use of the plastics. It's another problem, but the main problem is the thinking of the person.
Okay.
The people.
Thinking. Okay, perfect. What do you say?
Well,
Do you agree with him? With them?
Yes, I agree, but I can implement that. The first problem is in the industry that maybe will allow me to pay attention and investigate the condition of the development of the products, of the different condition of the industry in general conditions, because I think there are many advantages of the new technologies that we can approve at the society, but the reality is different when the production done is how do you say regulada?
What?
Regulado?
Normal, reclaimed,
Okay, regulating the conditions
regulated.
to offer a better cost for the people, and maybe try to how do you say engañar?
Engañar.
Ajá.
And. Right? ¿Eh?
No sé si mentir.
¿Cuál es la diferencia?
Engañar es no sé, pero me parece que debe ser como mencionando algo distinto.
Es que diferente una mentira y un engaño.
Sí,
Bite.
es distinto.
Biting.
Cheating,
Cheating.
deceit,
Ajá.
hoax.
Cheating at the society, and well, I think that it's the principal problem, because if we don't know the original condition of the process of this industry, they like to try to create a fantasy that all of the production is related or very well followed.
Okay, perfect. I really liked your answer. No, perfect. Any question about this topic, about these questions?
No?
Questions or vocabulary?
A question of the questions.
Question about the questions.
Thank you.
The 10 questions.
About the format, about the next thing.
Questions about the questions. The vocabularies. Not about the questions. For example, it's alga.
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 Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The alga plays are important and paper here for us, and you'll see that you can make bricks with algas. Did you see that?
Yes, is to create the materials to construction. Yes.
The algas. Yes.
Okay, it's in the zooplankton Eden, and we have a change, right?
Yeah. I think a thing that I can give you is that strategy and for the vocabulary that you don't have, that you don't understand. It's the famous case. Did you know this strategy? If you don't understand the vocabulary or if you don't understand anything about
When you touch with your lips, another lips of the other.
no,
What
this is a
what is
strategy. Do you know this is strategy?
Okay, no.
Okay, perfect.
I described the word, the
Perfect.
actions. Yeah.
For example, you have said that alga,
Okay.
and did you think it was another choose?
Okay.
Another thing? Yes. What did you think it was, alga?
Alga is a kind of.
When you read the lecture and you read the word alga, what did you tell to yourself? ¿Qué te dijiste a ti mismo cuando?
Alga is a similar word like alga, Spanish.
Something different.
I think that are similar or are the same thing.
Okay.
For example, but we have the word article. Article is different, but in the context of the Shane food, I can understand that the alga is the primary thing. The secondary thing are the supplant, and the other thing, and I don't know what it's. It the supplant, supplant, and the tertiary or the how do you say foca? You say seal. The seals. It's the code article and the bird eat the seals.
Okay.
And I structured this how do you say pensamiento? Thinking
Okay.
about.
Now, we have this example, se los voy a decir en español esto. Hay algunas palabras en inglés que parecen como que muy obvias en su significado, como por ejemplo literario. Pero pues al tener que dominar el idioma, podemos pensar que es otra cosa, porque suena como que muy obvio, como para que sea esa respuesta luego, ¿no? Entonces aquí es donde aplicamos el famoso quiz.
Okay. Okay.
El it. Super. Simple. Keep it super simple.
Ahora tengo una pregunta, ¿qué es la primera parte? Ok, sí, porque no que lo he visto. Ok, vamos. Estamos bien. Dije, ya es otra palabra que no entiendo.
Keep it super simple.
Manténlo super simple.
Súper fácil, súper simple. Es una palabra a veces suena muy obvia y te confundes, ¿no? Dices,
Claro.
esto es muy obvio como para que sea esa palabra. Y a veces sí es eso.
Sí, es una palabra. Sí
Entonces,
sale,
hacemos
pero con
simple.
él.
Entonces eso también aplica para el pensamiento crítico que podemos llegar a tener en el futuro a la hora de hacer el examen. Manténlo súper simple. No te compliques tanto la vida pensando en otras cosas. No, ya, solo And now the real definition, it was keep it simple, stupid. But that's the original.
Okay. Simple, stupid. Simple.
Simple.
Simple, stupid. Okay.
It was simple.
It was simple, stupid. Okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah, but in our case we have super simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, right?
That's politically correct.
Correct. Yeah, sure. I'm family friendly.
Yeah,
So, I don't know this word.
Okay.
Perfect. Now I'm sending you the audio.
Okay.
I think. Yes. I'm sending you the audio. And I want you write the principal ideas that we have. I will reproduce it, but I'm using my computer. So
Okay. Oh.
Only
17
Yeah.
minutes.
only 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah. It's so.
For the class, only 5 minutes.
Okay.
But then in your houses and your homes, you will listen the rest.
Okay.
I can use AirPods
Yeah?
for
Yes.
listening to. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ah. Oh, sea, tú no preguntaste. Qué buena onda. Pinche Pedro.
Yo no iba a poner a hacer.
Actually, I thought that you were going to do that.
Okay.
You're really good.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you have AirPods?
Do you have?
Do you have AirPods?
Okay. It's the starter pack of the mastery. degree student.
All right. Perfect. I send it? Oh, yeah.
Only first 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
A Soul Machine's AI assistant like me can help you.
We've known. It's been 50 years.
Ok, no, 2 minutos 5, ¿verdad? ¿2 minutos 5?
Sí.
Ok.
Yo estoy viendo que tenemos tiempo todavía, entonces les voy a reconocer algo y yo acá.
Ok.
Entonces,
ok.
el norte de Main Ideas.
No, pero entendí muchas cosas. Vamos a platicar sobre eso.
Sí. Ok. Ahí te les voy a reproducir lo demás, el resto, porque pues creo que tenemos bastante. Ok, entonces hagan sus anotaciones acerca de las ideas principales que encuentren. Y ¿prefieren desde los 5 minutos que se quedaron o desde el principio?
Desde los 5, está bien.
Vale.
Since scientists first formally warned a U.S. president of the dangers of a changing climate, and that president was Lyndon B. Johnson. And what's more, the social science has taught us that if people have built their identity on rejecting a certain set of facts, then arguing over those facts is a personal attack. It causes them to dig in deeper, and it digs a trench rather than building a bridge. So if we aren't supposed to talk about more science, or if we don't need to talk about more science, then what should we be talking about? The most important thing to do is, instead of starting up with your head, with all the data and facts in our head, to start from the heart. To start by talking about why it matters to us. To begin with genuinely shared values. Are we both parents? Do we live in the same community? Do we enjoy the same outdoor activities? Hiking, biking, fishing, even hunting? Do we care about the economy or national security? For me, one of the most foundational ways I've found to connect with people is through my faith. As a Christian, I believe that God created this incredible planet that we live on and gave us responsibility over every living thing on it. And I furthermore believe that we are to care for and love the least fortunate among us, those who are already suffering the impacts of poverty, hunger, disease, and more. If you don't know what the values are that someone has, have a conversation, get to know them, figure out what makes them tick. And then once we have, all we have to do is connect the dots between the values they already have and why they would care about a changing climate. I truly believe, after thousands of conversations that I've had over the past decade and more, that just about every single person in the world already has the values they need to care about a changing climate. They just haven't connected the dots. And that's what we can do through our conversation with them. The only reason why I care about a changing climate is because of who I already am. I'm a mother, so I care about the future of my child. I live in West Texas, where water is already scarce, and climate change is impacting the availability of that water. I'm a Christian. I care about a changing climate because it is, as the military calls it, a threat multiplier. It takes those issues, like poverty and hunger and disease and lack of access to clean water, and even political crises that lead to refugee crises. It takes all of these issues and it exacerbates them. It makes them worse. I'm not a Rotarian, but when I gave my first talk at a Rotary Club, I walked in and they had this giant banner that had the 4-way test on it. Is it the truth? Absolutely. Is it fair? Heck no. That's why I care most about climate change, because it is absolutely unfair. Those who've contributed the least to the problem are bearing the brunt of the impacts. It went on to ask, would it be beneficial to all? Would it build goodwill? Well, to fix it certainly would. So I took my talk and I reorganized it into the 4-way test, and then I gave it to this group of conservative business people in West Texas. And I will never forget, at the end, a local bank owner came up to me with the most bemused look on his face. And he said, you know, I wasn't sure about this whole global warming thing, but it passed the 4-way test. These values, though, they have to be genuine. I was giving a talk at a Christian college a number of years ago, and after my talk, a fellow scientist came up and he said, I need some help. I've been really trying hard to get my foot in the door with our local churches, but I can't seem to get any traction. I want to talk to them about why climate change matters. So I said, well, the best thing to do is to start with the denomination that you're part of, because you share the most values with those people. What type of church do you attend? Oh, I don't attend any church. I'm an atheist, he said. So I said, well, in that case, starting with a faith community is probably not the best idea. Let's talk about what you do enjoy doing, what you are involved in, and we were able to identify a community group that he was part of that he could start with. The bottom line is we don't have to be a liberal tree hugger to care about a changing climate. All we have to be is a human living on this planet. Because no matter where we live, climate change is already affecting us today. If we live along the coasts, in many places we're already seeing sunny day flooding. If we live in the Western North America, we're seeing much greater area being burned by wildfires. If we live in many coastal locations from the Gulf of Mexico to the South Pacific, we are seeing stronger hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones, powered by a warming ocean. If we live in Texas or if we live in Syria, we're seeing climate change supersize our droughts, making them more frequent and more severe. Wherever we live, we're already being affected by a changing climate. So you might say, okay, that's good. We can talk impacts. We can scare the pants off people because this thing is serious. And it is, believe me, I'm a scientist, I know. But fear is not what is going to motivate us for the long-term sustained change we need to fix this thing. Fear is designed to help us run away from the bear, or just run faster than the person beside us. What we need to fix this thing is rational hope. Yes, we absolutely do need to recognize what's at stake. Of course we do. But we need a vision of a better future. A future with abundant energy, with a stable economy, with resources available to all, where our lives are not worse, but better than they are today. There are solutions. And that's why the second important thing that we have to talk about is solutions. Practical, viable, accessible, attractive solutions. Like what? Well, there's no silver bullet, as they say, but there's plenty of silver buckshot. There's simple solutions that save us money and reduce our carbon footprint at the same time. Yes, light bulbs. I love my plug-in car. I'd like some solar shingles. But imagine if every home came with a switch beside the front door that when you left the house, you could turn off everything except your fridge and maybe the DVR. Lifestyle choices. Eating local, eating lower down the food chain, and reducing food waste, which at the global scale is one of the most important things that we can do to fix this problem. I'm a climate scientist, so the irony of traveling around to talk to people about a changing climate is not lost on me. The biggest part of my personal carbon footprint is my travel. And that's why I carefully collect my invitations. I usually don't go anywhere unless I have a critical mass of invitations in one place, anywhere from 3 to 4 to sometimes even as many as 10 or 15 talks in a given place, so I can minimize the impact of my carbon footprint as much as possible. And I've transitioned nearly 3/4 of the talks I give to video. Often people will say, well, we've never done that before. But I say, well, let's give it a try. I think it could work. Most of all, though, we need to talk about what's already happening today around the world and what could happen in the future. Now, I live in Texas, and Texas has the highest carbon emissions of any state in the United States. You might say, well, what can you talk about in Texas? The answer is a lot. Did you know that in Texas, there's over 25,000 jobs in the wind energy industry? We are almost up to 20% of our electricity from clean renewable sources, most of that wind, though solar is growing quickly. The largest Army base in the United States, Fort Hood, is, of course, in Texas. And they've been powered by wind and solar energy now because it's saving taxpayers over $150 million. Yes. What about those who don't have the resources that we have? In sub-Saharan Africa, there are hundreds of millions of people who don't have access to any type of energy except kerosene, and it's very expensive. Around the entire world, the fastest growing type of new energy today is solar, and they have plenty of solar. So social impact investors, nonprofits, even corporations are going in and using innovative new microfinancing schemes like pay-as-you-go solar so that people can buy the power they need in increments, sometimes even on their cell phone. One company, Azuri, has distributed tens of thousands of units across 11 countries, from Rwanda to Uganda. They estimate that they've powered over 30 million hours of electricity and over 10 million hours of cell phone charging. What about the giant growing economies of China and India? Well, climate impacts might seem a little further down the road, but air quality impacts are right here today. And they know that clean energy is essential to powering their future. So China is investing hundreds of billions of dollars in clean energy. They're flooding coal mines and they're putting floating solar panels on the surface. They also have a panda-shaped solar farm. Yes, they're still burning coal, but they've shut down all the coal plants around Beijing. And in India, they're looking to replace 250 million incandescent light bulbs with LEDs, which will save them $7 billion in energy costs. They're investing in green jobs, and they're looking to decarbonize their entire vehicle fleet. India may be the first country to industrialize without relying primarily on fossil fuels. The world is changing, but it just isn't changing fast enough. Too often we picture this problem as a giant boulder sitting at the bottom of the hill with only a few hands on it trying to roll it up the hill. But in reality, that boulder is already at the top of the hill. And it's got hundreds of millions of hands, maybe even billions on it, pushing it down. It just isn't going fast enough. So how do we speed up that giant boulder so we can fix climate change in time? You guessed it, the number one way is by talking about it. The bottom line is this. Climate change is affecting you and me right here, right now, in the places where we live. But by working together, we can fix it. Sure, it's a daunting problem. Nobody knows that more than us climate scientists. But we can't give in to despair. We have to go out and actively look for the hope that we need that will inspire us to act. And that hope begins with the conversation today.
Bird?
Okay.
What did you understand of this beautiful woman?
Okay. The principal topic she's talking is about the climate change. And, she talked about how the people think the climate change affects us, and the necessity. We need to talk about it, the topic, the climate change. About she said that 60% of the Americans don't think that climate change affects us. She talked about the myths about the climate change.
Climate change.
She do some examples about how another countries do the things for the climate change. For example, in India and China. She talks about the taxes. I don't know about taxes, but she about taxes. And how the Indian government say, I don't remember the amount, but she saved a lot of money.
10 million.
Yes, I don't remember the amount.
10 million.
10 millions. Millions or billions?
Millions.
Okay. How the people needs to change or do things to change the way to do typical or classical things. For example, the use of the smartphones or changing their smartphones, or use another is artifacts or electronics.
She mentioned something about the solar energy,
Mm-hmm.
that it was an important thing to fix this emission, carbon emissions. Did you agree with her about the solar energy? Because we have checked this before.
Yeah.
Someone is in favor, and someone is against the solar energy. What do you think about this?
Solar energy, on paper, it's green energy because you obtain the energy through the solar radiation, and you have ahí no sé cómo se dice diferencia de potencial, pero and you obtain the energy both. But Osvaldo say in this class that when you make the solar beams, solar panel, and you use another
Materials.
and for obtain these materials, you need to dig, and you damage the earth. And
You can say that it's a green energy. Yes or no?
It's
Yes or no?
It's 50-50.
50-50. Okay. You, Pedro? Is it?
Yes, but with any problems.
Yes. You as well? No, not at all. Okay, perfect. So, what do you think if you write a paragraph or a text of 100 words? 100 palabras? It's your face. If you're in favor or again the solar panels.
Solar panels. Okay. Okay.
¿Estás a favor o en contra? ¿Y por
Okay.
qué? Right.
I'm neutral.
Okay.
Neutral. It's a good.
We have
Okay.
15 minutes.
Okay. Panel or how do you
Panels.
panels? I remember that had another
It's
word.
another word, yes.
Yeah. Solar. Yeah. Yeah. That's all. That's it.
Keep it simple.
Extract is the.
Extraer.
Is extraer?